All right, we're here with Adrian College head baseball coach Craig Rainey, along with normally an outfielder, but today a first baseman, Joe Casal, and then normally a second baseman, but third baseman, Rolando Jimenez. After a 7-3 win over WashU in the losers bracket final, we're back in the regional championship. Coach, what are your thoughts on today's game?
Yeah, I mean, the guys came out and competed hard today and battled, all the way through both games, and we got to where we wanted to be when the tournament started. Didn't get there the easy way, but we're where we wanted to be on Sunday playing for the championship.
So, Rolando, you went 2 for 5 at the plate with a pair of RBIs. Talk about your performance at the plate today.
I don't know. I made some adjustments. Just been seeing the ball well, taking pitches that I can attack and taking advantage of them.
So in our second game of the day against WashU, you get to start at third base. You're normally at second. We move you to third when Ryan Davis decides to throw over 100 pitches in the first game. Talk about you in the field and what's the change moving from second to third base?
Honestly, no matter where I'm at, I feel comfortable. Whether it's short, second, first, third base, it doesn't matter to me. I played positions all over throughout my childhood and high school, so just making easy adjustments, going at it.
You probably won't see him at first base, but there'll be a lot of other block spots.
Speaking of a guy that we haven't seen in first base in a while, Joe, you came in to pinch run, and then you went to first base for Christian Oliver. You went 2 for 2 at the plate with a run scored. Talk about your performance today.
It felt real good because I've been struggling this year and mentally, just up and down. It's been a roller coaster for sure. And today was awesome to get just a little bit of success again, and especially in such a big game, it felt cool. And my freshman year, they knocked me out of the World Series while I was playing first base, got to knock them out of the regional. Pretty cool experience for me personally.
Speaking of the World Series against WashU, that was the last time I saw you play first base. Today you come in and you get tested right away, double play, and you have to pick one out of the turf, and you made it to complete the big double play. Talk about that play there.
I told Bruder during the warm-ups in between innings, I said, put it anywhere on the bag, I gotcha. All right, I felt really good at first base. I've always felt comfortable in the infield, and I love being out there on the field. And at any moment that I get to help the team, I'm going to make sure that I do my best to do that, and it happened to work out there, and I'm grateful.
Coach, you decided to go with Ambrose Horwath today for the start. Kind of hiccup early, but he was able to bounce back for the second and third inning, went 3 innings, allowing 2 runs on 5 hits. Then you went to Landon Kozlowski. He went 3 innings, allowing just 1 run on 1 hit. And then Griffin Firestein closed it out and picked up his 4th save of the year. Talk about your pitchers today.
Yeah, I think, Ambrose struggled a little bit early, but he made a couple adjustments, got on top of the fastball a little bit, and then had success. And Kaz did Kaz things today, gets a lot of ground balls, usually pounds the strike zone. And then Griff was just really good at the end. He had the adrenaline flowing a little bit and started in the 8th inning, started landing his slider and was really tough. But that's kind of what we've done all year. Usually Ambrose and Kaz will go 4 or 5 innings, give us a good start, get us out of the box, and then we use our bullpen. We've used it all year, and we trust it. And those guys have been really good.
Coach, can you speak to the depth on this team, whether it's a guy like Joe that played a lot last year but called on in big spots, or calling in a pinch hitter or pinch runner here and there? You must have such confidence in this team right now.
Yeah, the depth is it. It speaks for itself, right? I bet you we've played the most people in this tournament of any team. I think just about everybody on our 25-man roster has made an appearance, and we put them in there because we trust them and we have faith in them. They work hard during the week. Some of the guys that you don't see play, like Andrew Klaus last week had a big hit. That dude works his tail off, and Joe's worked his tail off for the last 2 months trying to figure it out. And Christian Oliver, same thing, working in there, going into the cages on their own, doing what they need to do. So it's awesome when those guys, when you can see the work actually pay off, and those guys get opportunities. And it's really hard in baseball too, because when you don't get consistent at bats, it's hard to get into a groove. Willie's one of the guys. We pitch hit him a lot. He gets 1 at bat a game. It's just hard to get in a groove doing that. But we have confidence, and we'll trust those guys all the way through.
Joe, when you were standing at first base, that must be the biggest sigh of relief this season. Could you expand upon that?
That first at bat, I just I felt good going up there because Coach left me in to hit and didn't pinch hit me there, and I felt so comfortable that, you know, I'm here. I'm just gonna let whatever happens. I swing through a pitch every once in a while. It's gonna happen, but just breathe, stay confident, and ultimately it'll work out. I'm happy that it worked out now and not, maybe 3 years later when I'm playing some softball rec league with my best friends. But it was awesome. The hug that I gave to Coach Lease was real, and it felt great.
Rowe, I mean, have you taken any pointers from RD at third base? You looked real comfortable in the field.
RD, he's always a guy that'll just make you feel comfortable in any spot. In practices, he's been telling me how to, cover on bunt coverages and just making me feel confident in myself and just instilling what I've always felt. And yeah.
So we're headed back to the regional championship. Third year in a row we're doing this and looking to advance to our second super regional. Coach, what's the message going in tomorrow with a rematch with UW Whitewater? And we got to go in and beat them twice.
Yeah, I mean, we did it last weekend. The guys know what's ahead of them. I mean, it's a tough task, but we can do it. We got to show up tomorrow and keep the momentum that we gained today. We played 2 really good games today. We got to play 2 more tomorrow. But I mean, these guys, like, they'll compete all day tomorrow. Like, I have no worries about tomorrow. Like, we'll get there and we'll compete hard, and we'll let the chips fall where they may.
Awesome. Well, congratulations, guys, on the win, and good luck tomorrow at 11 o'clock in the regional championship.
Thank you very much. Hey, Mom.